What do you do if you're Larson? How do you control this thing? You got to get out there, set the pace, and then you worry about lap traffic. That's going to be the one that dictates who wins this race.
Kyle Larson chose the outside of the front row next to William Byron. They come to the flag, and the cookout clash is underway.
Yeah, and basically what happened, those two teammates, they decided, hey, we both want to be in this race. Kyle Larson, pole sitter, chose the top, and William Byron let him in. You see that left front tire on the 24. Under these cold conditions, very easy to slide the left front tire under braking. You want to do it as little as possible because that tire will create a flat spot and it will find it every time you start braking.
1, 2, 3. Larson, Byron, Briscoe. Hamlin and Gibbs, teammates fighting it out for the 4th spot.
Yeah, we talked so much last year about the speed in that 54 car.
Hocevar, Berry, Cindric, and Preece have gained spots.
Look at that thing roll the middle. That is amazing. Here the leaders are, and there's the back of the pack.
Yeah. Now is when it gets interesting, and caution waves. Debris in turn number 4 has put us under the first caution of this race. With 160 laps to go and only green flag laps counting, just before race leader Kyle Larson got to the tail end of the field. 160 to go. Green flag.
Didn't get down. There he goes.
Now, how do those Toyotas get organized to get single file?
Well, right there, Ty Gibbs needs to get into, there he goes, right into that hole. They've got themselves aligned right there. Christopher Bell stuck up on the top.
As they fill those holes, watch this accordion effect and what it does to that bottom lane. Really stacks them up behind him. See, he couldn't get down quite yet there.
Yeah, Denny Hamlin in the 11 filled the spot. Here's a look at that pass for 2nd place.
Yeah, you see just a little bit lower right there. You got to get into as low onto that left rear bumper to get him up the racetrack just a little bit to try to make the back of that car wiggle.
And Bubba Wallace getting knocked around. He was right out there with his teammate, and around he goes.
Lock down here, lock down.
That's the accordion
Left
effect.
front tire, get rolling here. How's your wheel?
He got wrecked from about 2 cars, 3 cars back, didn't he?
Yeah, and that's what we saw in the last chance race too. That wreck usually starts from somebody who didn't like they got pinched off, and then they shove the guy in the corner, and the wreck happens 2 cars in front of him by getting shoved into somebody else.
He was running with his teammate. Tyler Reddick got kicked up the racetrack, couldn't get back down, and here they all come. All the way back from Ross Chastain into Blaney into Bubba.
And really in that position right there, you'll see what happens. Blaney is just going to check up a little bit early, and the guys behind him have not thought anything about checking up early, so it just stacked them up.
Still no clear leader, although they're lined up single file behind, ready to pounce, but neither Larson nor Briscoe will give.
And that's what Briscoe wants right there. He wants to make him shallow up his entry and not be able to finish the exit so that he can get the drive up off the corner.
Yeah, that's right. If you're Briscoe, okay, flip side of that. What's the 5 do? You need to move him up in the middle of the corner. Take this line away from him. Better do it quick.
Briscoe didn't have enough room to drop in line, and here comes Byron trying to steal 2nd.
You see Briscoe right there. That's exactly what you want to do. You want to try to hit that right front tire and fender right there just to keep that car from turning up the racetrack, so that you have to do exactly what happened right there. It keeps him from putting the power down. See him pinching him down.
Well, it gets him loose too, and the rear tires will spin when he takes that front end away from him. He's taking the exit away, but it spins the tires, then you'll have the spot, but it didn't work this time.
You almost slow the pace down a little bit so that you don't leave the bottom of the racetrack. You try to check those guys up a little bit more so that you hit your marks and not let those guys get position. You can let them beat the back bumper off of that car, but just don't give them the position.
Look at the inside.
And contact, as we see from the Valvoline onboard camera of William Byron. He and his Hendrick Chevy teammate Kyle Larson got together, and Byron wants the lead.
It was tight, but he was there. I don't know if his spotter told him clear or in inside, but his teammate was there and took the spot. More fall off, more braking, getting in the corners, gets the front tires hot, makes them tighter. This is the gremlins that these guys are all going to fight as we go out throughout this season with this short track package. I love it.
Boy, Denny Hamlin, I thought was going to make that pass on the outside. A rarity here at Bowman Gray. And now Hocevar wants him.
Larson squeezed the 11 car of Denny Hamlin into the fence. The walls are not straight here. When you get to the end of the back straightaway, you see the curve that kicks out.
Spinner, turn 4. It's Austin Cindric and caution waves. Sorry,
yeah, you see the 2 car up the racetrack, and the 97 was rolling the bottom, and when they got to the 3/4 mark, that was the end of the road.
Time to go.
It's actually all right, but people just keep running into me, and I got sick of it. Yeah, I mean, it's the 3rd time the 7th got me for nothing. Guess he's excited he's not my teammate. He can hit me now. Yeah.
Look at this pressure by the 19. I'm coming. Here he comes. Moves him up the racetrack, looking to the inside. Let's go.
And it's so wild how these cars have switched when they run good, when they don't run good. But those cycles on the tires and the adjustments that they make with their fans and things inside the car, the driving style, you want control of this race. So he needs to be very aggressive, which we know he will be, to try to get the lead. You see him give his teammate a big shot right there, get him up the racetrack.
It takes a big shot with these cars. You can't just give them a little love tap. It just helps them. They'll flip you the peace sign and keep going. You have to give them a shot and shove them up the racetrack. Almost take the front tires out from underneath of them.
As we watch this battle, Ryan Blaney has moved up to 4th place. Halfway sign this time. Ty Gibbs takes the crossed flags and will stay green until the field cycles through here.
Well, the good news for William Byron is he protected himself enough to keep himself in that 3rd position. Didn't slide near as bad as his teammate Kyle Larson.
And the caution waves for halfway.
Aquí, go tell the spotter of the 23. If he does that one more time, when I kick it. And the 97, I'm coming for him. Copy, will do.
All right, so that was the 23, Bubba Wallace, and the 97.
Yeah.
Shane
We've got a list.
Yeah, Suarez, he can be a bit of a curmudgeon as he gets underneath and puts that helmet on. So you see Bubba not happy with him right there, gives him a little bit of a brake check, slams into the door.
The teams will return to the pits and they'll put on the treaded tires. Now, from what we've seen, NASCAR's response to this situation, normally they don't do it when it's actually raining, but of course that's not raining.
How about sleet?
No, that's sleet. Oh my gosh. But they will use the wet weather tires, they don't call them rain tires, to dry the track faster once the precip stops. All right, 99 laps to go. Ty Gibbs, Chase Briscoe, 2 Toyotas ahead of Byron Chevrolet and Blaney's Ford. Green flag.
Here we go. 54 sliding up.
And around the outside comes Briscoe.
All the way up on the outside of the track. He went to the outside, Kevin. Exactly what you were talking about.
Hamlin slides into the 5, and around he goes. Denny Hamlin ran out of grip, slid into Kyle Larson, who spins along with Kyle Busch. All right, here's a look at it. What put us under caution here. Denny Hamlin gets loose, spins around into the 5, and then it's on.
Denny Hamlin got help from Connor behind him. Connor Zilic in that 88 car.
Inside, he's getting a big shot from the 77.
Hocevar to the inside. 3 wide.
Oh, he clipped that drain on the bottom, got loose. This is where I'm talking about. Keep these tires rolling. Do not be careful on the brakes and careful on that throttle.
Lean, and we're going to be okay.
And you see the middle is just no man's land.
Look out.
The middle is no man's land because you've got all 4 tires in that rubber clamp.
Priest and Reddick got together there. Here comes Bell and Dillon.
Just what we had in the dry, just in a much different lane as we are in the wet.
And I'm glad you said that. That's going to be the difficult thing. As that leader, Chase Briscoe, catches the back of the pack, where's he going to go? It's become single file around the outside of the racetrack.
Josh Berry got into the wall, and he is looking to exit. He has stopped.
Cars down now.
And we're under caution.
I think he's got right front damage.
Oh, he hit the wall.
Yeah, but he hit it a lot harder right here.
Yeah, he hit the wall in the front straightaway, and as we talked about in practice today, you hit the wall and it shoots you back off down the end of the groove and makes the car loose.
So that's turn 3. We'll see how that works out. Hocevar inside of Briscoe, and we're back to green.
Oh, he's going to take the stop.
Comes the top. 3 wide behind him. 4 wide. That can't work here.
Hey, talk about sending it. He's sent it.
Let's see what happened with Ty Gibbs and Chase Elliott. Well, you see the wheels go to the right like he got loose getting in the corner, but we've talked about that middle groove and how hard it is to make that pass.
All right, Briscoe chose the outside behind Hocevar. That moves Van Gisbergen up to the front row.
Look at this. SVG, that's experience. Never slipped a tire. Hocevar did to the point. Here he comes. There he goes.
Gibbs trying to get by for second. Priest moving up side by side with Briscoe for fourth, and then Suarez with Zillage.
If you ask me, that was a gear difference.
Well,
that 77 spun the tires in a big way, and SVG didn't slip a wheel.
So you see the 24 slide up the racetrack right there in front of the 88 car of Zillage.
And trouble for Larson. He got off pace coming out of turn number 2, now picks it back up again, but he's lost about 8-9 spots.
Yeah, but he's kept it rolling, no caution.
Early running.
Caution for Kyle Larson, whose car was slow. Said it was barely running. Now he's got it refired.
Said he's out of fuel. He just said on the radio. There's the fuel jug.
He's trying to limp it into the pits.
I'm out of fuel.
Wow.
Clean air and get up front. You better do it quick.
So Priest into second, Briscoe third, Byron fourth, Suarez fifth, and for the lead, here comes Priest on the inside, trying to use up Van Gisbergen. Wow. Van Gisbergen, and boy, the outside lane got going in a hurry.
Well, I think moreover, the inside lane didn't get going. Briscoe spun the tires on the bottom, stacked that lineup big time, Kev.
Hey, here comes Blaney. He's back in the show. Oh, no! Van Gisbergen around. Oh, heavy damage to Bubba Wallace.
How you doing, if you can?
No, he didn't have any help from the back.
Yeah, he just drove into the car.
Yep.
And both Trackhouse cars go spinning. Green flag.
Great start. Exactly what he needed. Massive launch.
Yeah, Priest has been pretty consistent about where he's taken off just as that nose reaches the restart zone every time.
Set sail, baby. Let's go.
Blaney gets past Byron, who wiggles coming out of fourth. Car hard in the wall at the exit of turn 4 where that wall juts out, and it was Kyle Busch, and there was a lot of contact. See, Kyle is way up there by the wall, and squeeze play right there.
Oh.
4 wide.
Yeah, that never works here.
I think the 54 car saw that 8 car in trouble and was Kyle kept coming up and the 54 was coming down, and then they started jumping tires.
Priest launches and
You saw
clears.
He clears him, but you saw Ryan Blaney, him squeezing Blaney down into that wetter part of the racetrack to try to make sure that he didn't get a good launch, and Blaney was leaning on him. They were smoking tires before they even got going.
3 wide out of turn 4. Austin Dillon forces the issue.
Yeah, Chris Buescher didn't like that.
Nope. Buescher kind of paid the price. Bell in the outside wall after contact. Keeps digging. And for second place, here comes Byron again.
This is exactly what Ryan Priest wanted to see. Let them boys battle it out side by side back there. Slow them down. I'm going to drive off. Found him at 10th, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Stretching it out.
And that's exactly what we've been talking about is...
Oh, Byron sent it in deep and almost got to the wall between 1 and 2 that time.
It's go time. He's out of time. He's trying everything he can do. Hail Marys.
And here's the white flag. 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank. Half a straightaway lead on William Byron, who has 5 car lengths on Denny Hamlin. Off turn 4 at the Madhouse. The cookout clash goes to Ryan Priest for Roush, Fenway, Keselowski, and Ford. How about that? He joins Jeff Gordon and Denny Hamlin.
Good job, buddy. Great job.
As winners of the clash before winning a NASCAR Cup Series point race.
Hi folks, Lee Diffie from NBC Sports. If you enjoyed what you just watched, well, it's time to bring the action and subscribe to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube channel. You can have it all: news, highlights, interviews, and analysis. So go for it.